Good afternoon. Very exciting news. This is Hugo de Lara Flores. One more time. Today, our assignment is finishing our first evaluation for sales and business foundation. So, let's get to it. Let's walk through the first question. It says, walk me through a typical sales cycle. We're going to begin with prospecting, which is the first stage of the sales cycle. We identify target clients to contact who may be interested in the solution, which is basically our product. There are two kinds of prospecting: inbounding, which are warm leads, where buyers have expressed interest by proactively contacting the vendor, which is us, perhaps through a website, webinar, or marketing event. In my case, I work in Spectrum inbound call sales, so I get these inbound calls. That's kind of our way of getting prospecting. And yes, they use commercials, websites, and other types of stream material and propaganda, so they can call us and get those calls. All right. And then the second way of getting prospecting is outbound. The seller reaches out to identify potential clients. Activities include accessing third-party lists and customer lists, searching on social media like LinkedIn, network with professional and personal contacts, and attending webinars and professional conferences. All right. Now, the business may define the process of prospecting, which include identifying targets, running campaigns, pre-call planning, make contact, and qualifying and booking a meeting. So this is part of the prospect process. The second phase would be discovery. The first thing a seller wants to do is ask questions to understand the buying and selling situation. This is called discovery. Discovery occurs throughout the entire sales cycle because anything can change at any time, right up until the closure of the deal. All right. There are often dozens of questions that a seller asks a buyer, and the buyer responds may lead to even more follow-up questions. Discovery is both a science and an art. Your approach to discovery as an art impacts how the buyer perceives you as a credible problem-solving consultant versus stereotypical salesperson. Again, selling is all about perception. So when you discover, yes, in my area we have like certain questions we want to ask because we want to get to certain parts, so we can offer all the deals we have on our plate. So if a customer calls him for internet, I want to make sure that I discover what kind of needs he has with internet. So how many devices are you connecting to your internet? Are you connecting TVs? That question is kind of a linked one because we want to discover if he has cable or if he has any type of need for some type of streaming service we can offer him as well. That way we can see if there's any packages available for him to entice him for him, or we can present it to him as a value package if he actually absolutely needs something, like if he wants to watch his sports, wants to watch his series, certain channels that have his favorite movies. So we want to make sure we trying to make it, like I said, it's both an art and a science. So you kind of want to make sure you ask the right questions, but ask it like if it was a conversation. So, sir, can you recommend any shows that you like that I might be looking into, right? You want to make sure that if you can also, with us, we want to, since we'll offer mobile, we want to make sure that, Mr. Customer, how lines do you have? How much are you paying for those? That way we can get them maybe into a better price in the lines for mobile, and with that money he can help us cover his internet bill, and we can give him a good package, make sure he saves, and we're creating value for him. Okay. Now after that, with the discovery question, we're going to qualify him. Qualifications are how serious the buyer is about buying. Qualified deals are priced to focus the seller's time on deals that are more likely to close. Unqualified deals are given no priority, and it's perfectly fine to walk away from some deals. Sales manager will inspect the qualification of key deals. Now, every author and every company has a way of difference of dealing with their sales process. To us, we're instructed to fight every fight. So even if the deal doesn't seem like it might come through, we still gonna approach it, give our best pitch, handle the rebuttal, and try to close that sale, because that's what we're here for. We're trying to make on our side, we're trying to make every count because every call is important. So we're not gonna walk away from any of these deals. We're gonna do our best to qualify them to what we think is gonna create them value, and let him decide If they like the price, they don't like the price, they like the merchandise, they don't like the merchandise, and we can work with them from there. All right, and then after that, the next step is to present. A qualified deal is called an opportunity. This is where you persuade the organization to choose your solution. The first stage in developing a deal is presenting, or also called development. The purpose of presenting is to discover, qualify, persuade, identify, and present a solution, and address the buyer's consistent objectives. So yes, you are going to present uh, what you think is going to be the best solution for him. We tailored all these solutions to him. No, in my case, like I said, depends on their area, what kind of deals I can offer them, what kind of maybe discounts, if they're new buyers, if they're current customers, what can I help do to help you, right? And here's where we have to position ourselves to try to let them know that we're helping them. And we try to stay with the salesman approach, because even though we're salesmen, we're here to help them the best we can. That's what we're trying to position ourselves in, to get that confidence of the customer. Now we went to the next phase, which is negotiate. In a negotiation, the buyer and the seller each want the best deal. In complex sales, there are two categories of negotiation: business terms and legal terms. Business include items like the price quote, contract length, financing, and level of customer support. Legal terms include clauses like liability, indemnification, and venue for disputes. Later, you will learn about various negotiation techniques. Well, in my personal experience, when negotiate, you present to the customer. The customer might say it's too expensive, or you might say we don't like everything you're offering. That's not what I called for, right? But if you can let them know, I am offering you this because you told me you worked at home. You told me your kids have this. You try to, from pulling straight from the words from discovery what they told you. So if you do a great discovery, you have a lot of tools to work with, right? Because they were the ones that told you, I need all this, and you're telling, I'm giving you all this in this manner, right? And if you can make a connection with them, and also connect it to a feeling, like it's for your son, it's for your mom to be safe at home, for that home phone, right? It's more likely they're gonna close that deal. They might not have the money, right? But when you know it's something of value to you, you're gonna get it, and you're gonna make sure you take care of it. Okay. Now we come to the close. Close occurs when the seller acquires a commitment from the buyer. There are three meanings of close. Closing a call or meeting. This occurs when you gain a commitment from a buyer on the next steps. This type of closing occurs throughout the entire sales cycle. Closing the deal. This means you won a favorable decision. In a business with a simpler sales cycle, the close and the winning decision sales stages can be synonymous. On my particular line of work, we don't deal with this concept of winning decision. We just go straight from present, negotiate, and close. That's how we do it on our end, right? You present to the customer, their rebuttal, we negotiate, I can give you this, give you that. Sometimes you end up giving exactly what you told them. Sometimes you might have to take off, a house phone they don't need, or the video package they don't need, and they'll stick with other stuff. But as long as you land your sale, you're good to go. And then there's the last sales stage. After the decision and negotiation, the close stage includes the final paperwork activities leading up to the signed deal. Seller call this chasing the paperwork. Activities include distributing contacts, statements of work, purchase of orders, financing papers, and credit checks and other documents. These are for more upscale sellings on my end, as long as I read the truth in billing, tell them exactly what they're buying, and how long it's gonna last, and when the deals change, we are good to go. All right, so basically this is the sales cycle. I hope you got a better understanding of how it works, and I hope my examples were up to category. Like I said, some don't fit because different companies work different ways, but they're very, very, very similar in line to what you want to obtain, which is at the end, you want to make sure that you close that deal. So have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you later.